So Lindsay, here we are with Sam. You're about to get going wake surfing. Now you've been wake surfing maybe once or twice before?
Yeah.
All right.
Very new.
Very new. All right, Sam, what do you think is going to happen here?
I think Lindsay's going to pop up, and I think today is the day she's going to let go of the rope. I can feel it. It's going to happen. But foot position is kind of key, because if your feet are too far forward, you're going to sink the board. If your feet are too far back, you're not going to be able to control it. So this board is pretty long and buoyant and forgiving, and so you're probably going to want to have your back foot about here, and then your front foot about the middle of the board. And the key is not to have your feet too far apart, because you want to still be able to have control. And so we're going to have you get in the water, and we'll hand you the rope, and you're going to put your feet sort of on the edge of the board in the water like this. And the reason you want to go on the edge is that as the boat pulls you up, the board has a tendency to move. So if you start with your heels here, then by the time you get up, your toes are going to be off the front of the board. You're going to fall. You're not going to be able to control it. So when you're in the water, you're going to hold the rope. You're going to hold the rope between your legs like this. You're going to prop your heels up like this on the edge of the board. Watch your foot placement. And then you're just going to sit and wait. And the key is that you don't want to pull the boat. You want the boat to pull you. So you keep your arms straight, relax. And as the boat starts to move, keep your arms straight, and you're going to feel the resistance of the water. The board's going to come and meet your feet, and it's going to start to push you back into the wave. And the most important thing for you is just to relax and let it happen. So bend your knees, stay loose, keep your weight centered, and just watch the wake and hang on to that rope. And I like to tell people to really stay focused on the back left corner of the swim step. So one of the things I find is that if you, like, especially as you're trying to let go of the rope, if you stop and kind of start looking around you and focus on the waves or boats or anything else that's going on, people have a tendency to lose balance. And so to find one focal point, and for me, it's been the very back corner of the swim step. So I just stare at that back corner, and I don't look at anything else. And you're just going to relax into it. You're going to be kind of squatting, and then once you're up, you're going to remember that your front foot is your gas and your back foot is your brake. So once you're up, you are going to start to play around with your balance. So if you are way back in the wake and you want to come forward, you're going to put your body weight more on your front foot, and if you're going to see yourself start to move forward. If you feel like you're too close to the swim step, you're going to shift your weight on your back foot, and it's going to start to take you back. And so you really don't want to let go of the rope until you can hold yourself in a position in the curl of the wake where you've got a lot of slack in that rope. So by the time you let go of the rope, you kind of should be able to hold the rope like this with one finger. There's no fighting, there's no resistance. You're just kind of managing your weight back and forth until you see that slack and you're not fighting it. The curl of the boat is really taking you. And then from there, you get better and better, and you start cutting, and it's so fun. If you have had trouble getting up, I'm not sure if this is something that's happened to you, but if you have found yourself getting sucked back into the wake instead of being able to come right into that curl, one tip that I always give people is when you get into the water, swim out. Take the rope and the board and swim out right from here as far as you can go, as far as the rope will let you. Then turn your board perpendicular and put your feet on, because it gives you more time to find your place in the wake, right? If you start right here, you don't have much time, and sometimes you can find yourself on top of the wave, right? And then it's hard to get down at first.
Okay. And when you drop the rope, like, what way do you throw it, or do you just drop it?
Well, don't drop it, and don't just drop it because it might trip you up. So I think just give me a look that you're ready, and I'll probably just reach over and take it from you.
And how do you know when you're in your sweet spot?
Well, it depends. Everybody's different. I mean, generally what I see most of the time, and for me, like you know how I was saying, like, you literally can like hold the rope like this. Like there's no like pull or resistance. And when you can do that and you can sort of hold yourself in that spot without like drifting back and then pulling yourself back forward, that's a pretty sweet spot. With your front hand. So, and the reason for it is that, remember I was saying about your shoulders over your knees, kind of like picturing them like this in alignment? Your shoulders are just square right now because you're holding with both. So So once you're stable, just let the front hand hold it and kind of start to relax the back hand.
So I felt like as soon as she told me to look forward, I moved in,
Yes.
and I felt like I was getting too close.
So then put the weight, if that happens, put the weight on your back foot.